Hey guys, this is Brianna, and we're going to be talking about starting seeds today. So that can be a little intimidating for a lot of folks, but I'm going to show you how I do it and how I find success with getting my seeds to germinate and bring the kids along the way and make it fun. All right, so we're in the middle of a huge ice storm, snowstorm for the south. We live in central Arkansas, and we're having temperatures that have not been around for like over 30 years. It's insane. We had about 10-11 inches of snow in the last couple days, and we are expecting at least 5 to 8 more inches. It's insane. So this is unheard of for the south, but I am finding this time to plant seeds. Kind of funny that I'm planting seeds in the house and it's like we're buried in snow right now, but it's fun, and it's super cool to think that in 6 weeks or so we're gonna be able to put these guys outside. It's crazy. So getting started with seeds can be a little intimidating at first, but really it's not that challenging. At first, you're going to not really know what you're doing, but I encourage you to just get started. Go grab yourself some seeds, get yourself some soil and something to put them in. You can use like solo cups or anything like yogurt cups or anything you have on hand. Punch some holes in the bottom of that and you can plant your seeds right in that. So I get these trays from the store that have like a nifty little plastic cover, and it is handy to help them germinate. So basically just get started. Don't worry about failing, because we learn through failures, and at least I have, and everything you try is going to either teach you something that worked or something that failed. So, and you learn by both ways. So that is really it. Just go ahead and get started. Get yourself some seeds and then get started. Secondly, you need to figure out when your last freeze is. So if you live in an area that it freezes, then you need to figure out your zone and when your last freeze is. And so you can easily do a little Google search and figure that out. And mine is, we are in 7B, zone 7B, and so our last freeze is around March 28th. Now I've seen a couple days before or after, but I'm gonna shoot for the end of March is when I'm gonna plant all of my seed planting around. So March 28th, that means if my seed packet, so you're gonna grab your seed packet and you're gonna look on the back of your seed packet, there it goes. So you look on the back of your seed packet and it will tell you when to plant it, all the details on the side about how deep to plant it, all this stuff. So this particular one says to start indoors 6 to 10 weeks before last frost. So since I know that my last frost is the end of March, then I'm safe to start this right now, February, the middle of February. So that is when I'm going to start my seeds, is the middle of February, just because I could have started them earlier, but I am limited on space in my current home and where I can plant them. So I wanted to kind of like start it on the later end, but you can start them up to 10 weeks before your last frost. So we are in the process of moving and buying land to start our homestead. Super exciting because I love gardening and here in suburbia, but I'm very limited. So as you can see, my greenhouse is next to me. So this is the setup we have right now. It is just a cheap greenhouse stand with a cover, and I got this from Amazon. So I'll go ahead and link that below so that you guys can find it. But I thought this would be great for outside, but it's turning out to be really good for inside while I'm starting my seeds, because I can keep it away from my cats. My cats love plants, and so I'm able to zip this up and they're not able to get to it as much. So you can already see she's interested in what is happening. So this has been keeping them safe. At nighttime, we unplug it and put it in the pantry that is right behind, so they don't get any ideas. Huh. You gonna try to get in there, kitty kid? Shadow is our adventurous one, and she likes to eat plants. This is working really well right now. Get down, girl. All right, so the next tip I have is to start with good soil. So you need to start with a good soil. This is seed starting soil. I highly suggest that. After you plant it, make sure it stays moist, because seeds need water and moisture to germinate. If they get dry, they will not germinate. So that is what's helpful about these trays that I use, is it comes with a plastic top. It comes with this plastic top that you can put over the top of them, and it will just keep the moisture in and help them to germinate. So once they germinate though, I do take them off of the top off of them, and then it can get to the grow light. So this is the last part of it. Of course you need light. So if you have a very sunny window, you can go ahead and set them next to a window, and that can work. I've done that several times before I had my grow light, but this year I went ahead and just got this 2-foot shop light. I can put it in the description below, and it works great. So it kind of has like a little chain system that I'm able to easily rig up in my little greenhouse with some zip ties, and then just leave my little guys under here so they can get to the light. And it doesn't matter if it's snowy outside, cloudy, whatever, it gives them light and helps them grow. So I've had the best success with this so far this year. They are germinating well and growing quickly. Kendall is going to be my helper today. We're going to get our tomatoes started. Okay, you can go ahead and start filling up the sections there. The kind of seed starter that I have found success with from last year and this year is using this brand of seed starter. What is it? It's natural and organic seed starting mix. So I just got this at Walmart. I'm sure you can get it at like Lowe's and Home Depot and that kind of thing. But it worked really well. It's just a lighter soil so that your seedlings have a better opportunity to actually germinate. So I have tried just a regular potting soil before, and it worked for some things, but like the small seeds like carrots and small flowers, they just didn't germinate because the soil was too coarse. Like there was too many big chunks and stuff like that in it. Too much sticks and stuff like that. So go ahead and fill this up, girl. Good job. And we'll just spread it out.
You put it in.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And you know we are looking like a team.
We're working like a team, you're right. Oh. Is this a good activity to do together?
Yeah.
Spend time together?
Yeah.
Do you like growing plants?
Yes. The funnest thing to do.
It's the funnest thing to do? Wow. Cool. I'm glad you enjoy it. I enjoy it too.
Everybody enjoy it.
Everybody does?
Yeah.
Everybody can, right?
Yeah.
Just gotta know how to do it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, once the soil is in the containers, I will go ahead and spray them with a little bit of water. Spray the soil, not the plants. Spray the soil with a little bit of water, and then it just gets it moist before I put the seeds in, and that way I don't have to worry about it. And then after that, I will go ahead and put a little water under the tray, in this part under the tray, so I can bottom water it, and I find that that makes it helps it not dry out as fast. So if you're leaving them inside, they typically don't dry out as quickly, but if it's going to be outside or really dry air, then it might dry out. So bottom watering helps prevent that. Okay, this is the different types of tomatoes that we're going to try this year. So I did this one and this one last year. These did really well, these did not do well, so hopefully that will change for this time. We're going to do these yellow little cherry tomatoes. They look so cute, so hopefully they taste good too. Then I wanted to do some slicing tomatoes, so we've got the beef stock, and then this one is new. It just looked cool to me, so I was like, let's try something cool. And then they sent me this free with our order, so we are going to try this one. It's like a yellowish white tomato, so we'll have to see how that tastes. That'll be fun to try out. Probably will only plant a couple of those just because I have no idea and I don't know about my space this year since we will be moving soon. So Kendall, you prepped this for me, right?
Yep.
Why is the cat on the table? Seriously, Shadow? Shadow, are you allowed on the table? No. What are you doing on the table?
Trying to eat
Says,
the
I want to
plants
help
grow
you.
up.
Get off the table. Okay, so Kendall, explain to me what you did. You put the soil in here.
These plants and put a soda.
Yeah, you put the soil and then you watered them, right?
Yeah.
Right. So now we're going to go ahead and plant these in here, label what we plant, and then I will bottom water it, put a little water on the bottom, and we'll be good to set it up and wait for it to sprout. This is my little method of labeling. So instead of buying those little fancy things, label sticks, I have not purchased those yet. I just make my own with toothpicks and some washi tape, permanent marker, write the name, and they're good to go. So it's working so far for us this year. Maybe next year I'll go ahead and purchase the other. Alright guys, those are my tips that I have from learning how to start seeds and just learning by trying and failing and having success, and these are some tips that maybe might help you. Hope you guys will join us along in our upcoming videos as we are doing what we can to learn about homesteading and getting the skills like gardening and putting away food and different things like that as we are looking for our land and we are about to start our small homestead. So it's going to be a fun adventure and we hope that you'd like to join us along the ride. Until next time.